All right, we're continuing our week of challenges that Ranksk and I are doing together. For today, we thought about doing one that we've seen people suggest where you're supposed to use a random letter for your starting letter for each word, but we thought it would be fun if we were using the same letters, and so we decided we're going to use the letters B, Z, R, and S for the 4 original YouTubers who were on the Discord server, Bremster, Zeta Math, Ranksk, and Scott. So, the first 4 words have to start with the letters B, Z, R, and S. So for the B, I'm thinking about doing biter. I think that's pretty good. It uses 4 of the Wheel of Fortune letters. And for the Z, there's not a lot of words with Z. I was thinking about zonal for the Z. Depending on what we get here, I might change that up. But this would, if I don't get anything on biter, zonal would be good with some new letters. So let's go with biter. I like that. Ooh, okay. So maybe I shouldn't do zonal then. Maybe, I mean, we could do zesty. It doesn't have an I, but I don't know. There's not a lot of Z words, at least not ones that I know. There's probably a Z word that has an I, T, and E in it, but not that I'm thinking of. So that's not too bad. That checks new spots for the E and the T. S and Y are pretty good letters. There's a lot of things this could be at this point, so let's just go with that. Okay, interesting. So I'm sensing a pattern here. All right, our next one has to start with R, but of course we know the R is gray. So I want to do an E at the end, of course. It can't be R, we can't do RS. I would do an S at the, well, I'll get to do an S at the beginning on my next one. So I guess if I can find out enough here, it could start with S, that would be good. R something, I-T-E, no. I-S-E, raise, we can do raise. Ooh, that doesn't check a new spot for the T, but we're not gonna be able to do RT. And if we want to check E at the end, then we can't check T at the end. Ooh, you know what? A word that's possible is exist. That could work if we put the E at the beginning. Well, this will still be a good guess if it is exist, because we'll have the I and the S green and the E will be yellow. And so, I mean, I think at that point, there'll be a pretty good chance that it's exist. Interesting, we have S, T, E, and I, and yesterday the answer was Stein. That's interesting. 4 of the 5 letters are the same. Well, I guess we don't know yet if it could be all 5, potentially. Yeah, let's go with raise. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so, I mean, it could be exist. We have to do a word with an S next. In fact, we know the E is at the beginning, so it's E something I-S. So it's either E-T-I-S or E something I-S-T. I think it's gonna be exist. So I could get it in 4 now. I guess, did we? I don't remember if we said that if you know the answer, can you guess without having to do the 4 letters? All right, well, I'm just gonna do another one with S. Really, I probably could have had it in 3, because there's a good chance I might have guessed exist after zesty there, but that's all right. We'll get it in 5, which is perfectly fine. So what do we want to do? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It has to be exist at this point, I think. So let's do something to get the T at the end. How about stint? Stint is good because it checks 2 spots for the T, even though we know where it is now. So let's do stint. Yep. So it's gonna be exist, I think. So let's go with exist. There we go. Got it in 5. So kind of had it in 3, definitely had it in 4, but we got it in 5 and that's pretty good. So interesting challenge starting with B and Z are not great letters, but you know, getting those Wheel of Fortune letters in there like usual was what we needed. So very interesting that 4 of the 5 letters are the same from yesterday to today, but in different positions. So anyways, there you go. Let me know how you did with today's Wordle and whether Ranksk or I won this challenge. And be sure to subscribe for more puzzles.